Welcome to Whippoorwill Holler. I'm Miss Lori and this is Mr. Brown. We live in the hills of Arkansas. We love the Lord. Keepers of the old ways, but accept some of the new. We love to cook and we love to eat. We love to garden. It's in our blood. It's how we stay sustainable and fill our pantry. We do a lot of canning and preserving. We live a sustainable life. We love our family. We work hard. And every once in a while, we like to dance. So y'all join us. So one of the most requested side salad dishes for Memorial Day weekend, 4th of July, or just any barbecue really, picnics, anything like that, get-togethers, besides potato salad, macaroni salad, baked beans, but coleslaw is one of the #1 side dishes. Today we're going to be making a coleslaw, but this ain't just any coleslaw. And this is not Miss Lori's coleslaw either. This is Dolly Parton's recipe for her coleslaw. And it just sounded so good, so I wanted to make it, and I wanted to share this recipe with you because you might want to make it for this Memorial Day weekend get together. It looks like you got several ingredients here, and you do, but once it comes all together, I think this is really going to be good. In my bowl here, I've got about probably anywhere from a small to a medium sized cabbage, just shredded up. Some people like to shred it up pretty thin. Some like to dice it up, kind of like KFC coleslaw. I've got a little bit of purple here, and you need 1 carrot grated up, or you can just go buy you a bag of already shredded slaw, ready to go. So all we got to do now is just make the dressing for it. And some of these ingredients might sound kind of funny to you for coleslaw, but I think once you get it all together, it's just going to be so good with so many different meats and things like that. I've got a medium. I think to me really a small onion would be plenty. Now you really want to dice your onion up pretty fine, so I put mine in my food processor. So it is diced up pretty fine. And then I took it was a quarter of an orange bell pepper and a quarter of a red bell pepper. And so the recipe calls for half a bell pepper. If you shred it up pretty fine in your food processor, your bell pepper, make sure that you get all, because you're going to end up with a little bit of water with that. Whenever you put a bell pepper in a food processor and chop it up, you're going to end up with some water in the bottom. So just make sure that you don't drain that good. Make sure you don't get any water with your bell pepper, because it'll make your coleslaw kind of watery. So we got our small to medium onion here, finely chopped, put in here with our coleslaw, and our bell peppers. If all you got's a green bell pepper, use a green bell pepper. Just use whatever you have. I'm going to put about 1/4 of a teaspoon of black pepper. If you want a little bit more than that in your slaw, you can. And what I usually do is I always taste my slaw after I get it mixed up, and most of the time I end up adding just a little bit more pepper to it. I'm going to put a cup of mayonnaise in my mixing bowl here. And the recipe does call for mayonnaise. If you're not somebody that loves mayonnaise, you can use Miracle Whip, something like that. You know, it's when you go out to eat, I guess me and Mr. Brown are pretty picky about our coleslaw, because it's very rarely that we go out to eat in a restaurant and we really like the coleslaw. Every once in a while somebody's made some really good coleslaw, but maybe we're just too picky about it. I don't know. So we got a cup of mayonnaise. And let's see. We need 1/4 of a cup of sweet pickle juice. Now, I'm going to make it just the way that she makes it, because if you want to change it out, putting dill pickle juice in it, you know, I don't know that the taste is going to, you know, it's not going to be the same. So I'm going strictly by her recipe. And this is 1/4 a cup of sweet pickle juice. And then a tablespoon of dill relish. And I'll have this recipe. I'll go ahead and put it at the end of the video, and I'll also put it down in my description box below my video. We need a whole, let's see, 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. You can use either apple cider or you can use a white vinegar. I'm going to say whatever vinegars that you have, go ahead and use it, about 2 tablespoons. We got 2 tablespoons of sugar. You could use a sugar substitute. And it calls for just a little bit of salt. And I'm just going to mix this up really good. And this is your dressing to your Dolly Parton Cole Slaw. I'm going to read the ingredients one more time, make sure I've got everything in there. I've got my cabbage, I've got my finely minced onion, grated carrot, finely minced bell pepper, half of one, 1/4 a cup of sweet pickle juice, 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, 1 tablespoon of dill pickle relish, 2 tablespoons of sugar, pepper, salt. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to taste this. That is really good. Now, with the sweet pickle juice and the little bit of vinegar, it does have a tart taste to it, but I think that's really going to be good. Once you get it all mixed up in here, I think it's going to be wonderful. So, I'm already impressed with it already. I'm going to take my cabbage and everything, I'm going to toss it real good before I put my dressing over it. Kind of get all that mixed up good. I hope y'all having a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. We went to the river yesterday and just kind of hung out a little bit, and we didn't get in the river because I would tell you, I'm sure it's too cold. But the grandkids and a lot of little kids was out there swimming and having a good time. Little kids, they don't care if the water's cold or not. But we ate some good fried fish and some, I think Mr. Brown ate some frog legs and all kinds of good stuff. Hush puppies and brown beans. It was all good. Okay. Now we're going to take our dressing. And I'll have Mr. Brown come in here and taste it, I think. Y'all like it when he tastes stuff for us. Now I also have a recipe for what they used to call freezer slaw, but I actually can it and put it on the shelf, and I've got some on the shelf right now that I need to open up some so I can show y'all. We need to be using it this summer for sure, some of our get-togethers, but we need to make some, we need to can it. I need to do a video on that. So I'm just going to kind of toss this with the dressing. And if I can get Mr. Brown in here to taste this, which we just had a big lunch, so he's not real hungry right now. It makes a pretty slaw. If you didn't want to dice your onions and your bell peppers up real fine like I did, it'd be fine too. I just think it has a better texture when you do that. You want to come taste this slaw?
Sure, I want to taste it.
I told him we done had a big lunch, but I know you'd taste it for me.
It smells like it.
Now it's going to be a little bit more tart.
It got vinegar in it?
Yeah. It's got pickle juice. It's got dill pickles in it. Relish.
Pickle juice too?
Yeah. Now this is Dolly Parton's recipe. And you know she's going to put a little wine to it.
I guess she's going to put a little wine.
So this has got onions and bell peppers and just a lot of good stuff.
All that stuff I like, huh?
Do you know, to me this sounds like it'd be so good with a pork sandwich or, you know,
Oh, slaw burger.
brisket. Yeah, one of your slaw burgers. I'll let you hold that. Taste it.
Yeah, that's a big wide spoon.
I know.
My mouth ain't that
Yeah, yeah, it'll fit. Crunchy. Is it tart? Not too bad, is it?
big. I'm trying to think of something that reminds me of it.
Oh, well, does it need a little bit more black pepper, maybe?
It wouldn't hurt.
I guess
but
that
mean,
would be everybody's taste, though.
Yeah, you taste it, but it's really good. That'll be great with barbecue.
I just tasted the dressing and it was so good.
Any meat.
So, yes.
I really like it.
Good.
I really like yours that you make. But I really like this too. It's good.
Dolly Parton does a good
It's got
job.
the hint of onion in it, and you can taste the peppers.
Yeah. And you can put more onion and peppers in it too.
I think it's got just the right amount. I don't think you want to overpower your onions.
That's good.
Really good. That'd go good with anything.
Yeah. I like to taste that onion in there, though. Yeah.
You could just dump that out on the side on my plate anytime.
With some brown beans.
Yes.
Yeah. White beans, something.
And some of them good hush puppies we had yesterday.
Anyways, I hope y'all try this recipe because it's really good. If you're wanting a good slaw recipe for this weekend, try this one. Like I said, I've got my own. But when I seen this recipe, I thought, man, that sounds good. And I wanted to try it. And I think it's really good.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
It's good.
Good job, Dolly Parton.
And I didn't eat just some frog legs.
You ate a bunch?
I ate a bunch of frog legs.
Did you? That was good, huh?
That
was good.
Good, just like chicken, but better.
We tried to convince my daughter that, but she still wouldn't taste them, would she?
She still won't eat frog legs.
No. Well, y'all have a wonderful, safe weekend, and we'll see y'all after the holidays. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.